Very good job. Very nice. Now horse have to accept human being come towards him from the both sides and stay still without hiding. And stay still and relax without hiding your energy, without putting your face down and sneak towards your horse. Horse truly have to stay still and accept your presence. And one more time. This side. Very nice. Horse have to stay still and relax. And go to this side. And relax. I continue sharing with you, True Great members, my theory of the first level, Discover Philosophy and Methodology in Round Pen from Foundation Program. And today I would like to share with you my thoughts, my ideas, why I actually designed steps and Discover Philosophy Methodology in Round Pen. First, touch your horse up to withers. So horse actually mentally understand communication and accept emotion, and that's very important to understand. Accept horseman emotionally without the fear, without using surviving instinct when horseman first time touch the horse from the left and right side of his body. I all the time sharing with you my ideas and actually sharing with you reality educational videos when I'm training the horse and communicate with horse, so you can see how I communicate with horses and how horses communicate back with me. And this first level, Discover Philosophy and Methodology in Round Pen, and we actually start the horse when never been touched before. So it's everything raw, and you can see actually reality of education and how we can communicate with horse and how horse communicate back with us. So all the time I'm sharing with you and saying we have to have sequence of the methods, and methods have to connect to each other. We cannot communicate with horse in a random situation and educate horse some kind of random subject what we just decide in our mind. Because in the future, it's like actually, it's a philosophy, methods, it's everything connect together. If you just looking ahead, very far, far ahead of your horse education and the performance riding education, or even communication daily, far, far ahead between you and your horse. So a lot of time when we're educating horses, we dominating horse in a round pen by asking horse travel with pressure and release around us to the left and right direction. And after when we're releasing our energy, our pressure, horse stop, look at us, sometimes 45 degrees, sometimes hiding beside the panels, sometimes even not stopping at all, continue travel around us. And when horse actually finally stop and horse tired mentally and physically, and horse decide to escape from this pressure, we try and walk towards the horse by hiding our energy down, our eyes down, our body language down. Let horse smell our hands and kinda touch horse muzzle or cheek or neck, and kinda hiding, putting this halter in the first time on the horse body. Again, walk towards the horse. Horse have to stay still. When we put halter on the horse and remove the halter, horse have to stay still. Then again, put the halter on the horse, horse have to stay still. Right here, have a halter. Sometimes we cannot achieve this way to communicate with horses because horses run away from us, or kick you with front leg, or cow kick you when they are running away. We start to lassoing the horse and his neck, so horse will understand, give to the pressure, again submit to discomfort, to domination, and after we slowly, again hiding our energy and touching our horse in the first time, till horse will understand. We will not gonna hurt the horse. That's if you thinking very deeply, horse in this particular moment, horse using survival instinct, horse using fear, because horse not understand what horsemen desire from the horse. I call this random communication. Today I will catch you with lasso, I can touch you in the first time, or I can run you around the ramp and dominate your mental abilities and physical abilities. And after, when you're going to be tired, I will sneak towards you, touch you, and somehow to put halter on you, and we're going to control your mental and physical abilities with halter and the horsemanship rope. Towards the horse with flag. Horse have to stay still, not to move around. Not ropes, not halters, everything. Previous methods what we educate horse accept this and control fear and emotions and understand mentally by not restricting horse with halter and rope. It seems like it's a very easy step. What it's take to actually touch the horse in the first time from the left and right side of his body? Well, I ask myself, what actually involved in a horse mind when horse, what going through his mind and through his body, what he actually decide emotionally and mentally understand and let horsemen come towards him and touch him in the first time. And actually when horseman and horse communicate in this particular moment, what actually going through the horseman mental abilities and what going through his physical abilities, through his body. And I realize it's a very simple, but in the same time it's a very, very deep philosophy. That's emotions, fear, trust, understanding, communication between two different languages. So I ask myself, how I actually explain to my animal to stop, look at me 90 degrees, so I can walk towards you and you can mentally allow me to come towards you and touch you the first time. Right now we don't have no tools in our hands, not lasso, not halter, not flag, no bullwhip. Only accept me, please, with my own energy and my own body. I want to touch you up to withers yet, not even past the withers yet. So again, I come back to emotions right now. In the first step, when we educate a horse travel consistent and consistently in the forward motion with our voice command, body language, and body energy. Nice and relaxed around me. Beautiful. Very nice. Continue travel. Very nice. Now I'm going to pick up my flag. And horse still have to travel around me, not fall apart. Consistently. Don't change speeds. Remember, we're using flag not because we're asking him to travel forward. We're using flag to develop his confidence. When he travels the speed we desire from him, develop his confidence and emotions with moving objects. That's a reason why we educate horse travel forward and use our flag in the middle. Beautiful. Continue travel. Very nice. Continue travel. Continue travel. Don't stop. His trot getting much nicer, much relaxed. Very good. Travel around me, don't stop. He balanced, he coordinated. He traveled beside the pen. He not leaning inside. He not leaning outside. Very good. And horse pick up correct lead. Very good. Horse loping around now, so we're going to use our flag. Continue lop. Don't stop. Continue lop, don't stop. Beautiful. What we actually developing between horseman and horse? Emotion, communication, taking away fear when we communicate with horse, understanding and trust. So horseman trust the horse and horse trust the horseman. Because if we think, if I will take a whip in my hand, or flag, or a suit throwing a horse hindquarters, and he not understand travel forward motion, and I will dominate him with physical pressure to travel the left and right direction, I already raise his emotions very high. I teaching him to afraid me, so I taking away trust away. But very interesting, when you running your horse with tool, with physical pressure, and when horse stop and stay still and look at you, you pay attention in the horse body language, eyes blinking, nose going up and down, swinging the head left and right, raising head up in the air, ears go back and forth, nostrils goes up and down, legs, feet of the horse can be very consistent on the ground. He all the time prancing with his legs. So he tense emotionally, he tense physically. He travel only because of physical pressure, because of the fear, because of domination. So how he can let you right now touch him in the first time? That's why we're hiding our energy. We actually afraid what are we teaching the horse, because we're sneaking towards the horse. We're not true to ourselves with our energy and with our communication. So that's why I designed first steps. You have to travel and understand and develop consistent with these three cues: body energy, voice command, and body language, till horse will understand forward motion very well. And it takes time and practice, but you will gonna see relaxation in the horse body, relaxation in his mental abilities. Horse develop emotions. Fear disappeared, trust growing between horse and horseman. So that's why we're going to the next step. Now I would like to touch you. He knows already not to do mistakes. Right here. Right here. Now he understands very well. He have to travel there. He feel my presence, my energy. Very good. Continue travel. Continue travel. Now I'm gonna use my flag and see if horse not upset. Outside. Horse travel on the same speed I desire from the horse. Very good. Travel consistently around me. Now you understand how many times we spent in around pen and educate this consistent and consistently forward motion. So horse will understand travel without pressure and release, understand mentally travel around you with body language, voice command, and our energy. When horse understands how to travel in forward motion and control his emotion, and develop balance and coordination and cadence, and understand actually physical exercise, then I'm going to explain horse, and you know already these methods. We're going to use extended touch, far away from the horse. We educate horse, I can touch you far away. I don't have to even come towards you. That's actually first touch. And you know, extended touch is progressing to the high level till you can touch the horse staying far away, hindquarters, behind the horse, front legs, hind legs, from the side of the horse. without sneaking towards the horse. So horse understands how to travel in forward motion. Horse understands left and right direction consistent and consistently. Horse allowed us to touch him in the first time. So again, we grow in emotion, develop confidence, fear disappeared, developing relationship, relaxation in the horse body. Horse understand what we're teaching him right now. Wake up, surprise him with extended touch. Very good. Everything nice and relaxed. Right here. Again, turn outside. And stop and stay still. Remember this step when we educate horse to stop and faces with hindquarters and accept extended touch. Very good job right here. Horse have to, and I explained you before, reason behind. Educate horse face you with hindquarters. In the previous steps, again, hind legs. Horse have to be nice and relaxed. Very good job. Again, extend and touch from here. Horse have to be nice and relaxed. Change sides. Horse have to stay still and not move at all. And accept extend and touch. Change sides from here. Horse have to stay still, not to move, and accept extend and touch. Very good. So now we have to turn our horse towards us and apply extend and touch. Voice command, wake him up. And stop. And face me right here. And stay still. And accept, extend, and touch. Very good. That's our goal in round pen, to develop two-way communication, confidence. Right here. Beautiful. Extend and touch. So now we're going to practice, remind him, turn inside and outside together. And reason behind, we have also reason behind each step why we have to teach that in the future life of the horse education. And you know already all these ideas because I shared with you in the previous lessons. So when you teach horse to travel in forward motion, teach horse we can touch him in the first time. And actually, I'm going to interrupt myself, but actually extending touch was designed a long time ago with vaqueros designed these methods. They put horse in a small box, 20 by 20 or 15 by 15 feet, and they have very long stick. When they touch the horse far away, it's called desensitizing. Till horse will kick and submit when horsemen touch the horse. And we took extend and touch to completely different level when we not desensitize the horse, because it's not possible to desensitize the horse. And I share with you also because you cannot take natural instinct away from the horse. One day horse gonna wake up and use his natural instinct and run away or go sideways or gonna spook on something. It doesn't matter how hard we're working. We can only develop confidence. So when we educate the horse, we can touch you. We can educate you to travel forward motion. Now we're going to educate you to stop. Stop your mental abilities. You have to actually understand to stay still, stop and face. We teach this horse, stop and face 90 degrees. So again, emotions right here involved. If horse not understand travel forward motion, how we can touch the horse with extended touch? Two methods will never gonna work together. They're gonna start to fall apart because not emotions develop in the first step, and we cannot connect second step to the first step. So when we educate a horse to stop and face, so actually he understand when I ask you to travel consistent, please travel, without, very important I'm saying right now, without using his emotions. without using any fear, mentally understand with his brain travel, accept this voice command. Understand voice command, body language and energy. For walk, trot and lope also, he understands different speeds. So now we're going to stop him. He understands travel forward motion. So his emotions in a very natural level. They're not high, they're not low. He communicates with you. So we can allow to stop him by using turn inside. And we can navigate the shoulders. So again, emotions very relaxed when horse stop and stay still. Fear disappeared, communication growing between horseman and horse. We're keeping our shoulders open, our eyes open, and we start to graduate ourselves towards the horse. Same, exactly the same like we educate horse with extended touch. Far away from the horse, and clockwise we graduate extended touch from the left and right side towards the horse, till horse will accept extended touch. Exactly the same when we touching horse in the first time. If horse concentrate mentally towards you, when you're teaching him the exercise and actually understand the exercise, then you graduate yourself to your horse with your open shoulders, with your open energy. Horse understand your energy. Horse understand if you're angry, upset, happy, not sure, don't have confidence, afraid. Mother Nature give to horse very good sense. Horse will understand if you have a knowledge to communicate with horse. If you can read his body language. And you will see when horse gonna stop, if you done very good education in the previous methods, horse not gonna start to move away from you or hide or open his nostrils or wave his head left and right direction or hide his eyes, or when you want to touch him the first times, he's gonna step sideways because you done extended touch, because you done stop and face, because you educate horse travel consistent and consistently in the forward motion. Why we need all this education? Why we have to develop emotion? Why we have to have solid horse mentally and physically? Because we're going to educate performance horse on any discipline, or trail riding, or any event, English or Western riding discipline. So horse have to be very solid from the foundation in his mental abilities and understand what actually horsemen desire from him. What reason behind this educational step to first touch your horse up together from the left and right direction? Why we have to actually spend so much time and polish this step? I all the time tell you, do not continue educate horse new step if you don't finish very well previous step, and you have to might stay couple days or 1 day or 3 or 4 or week, depends on your horse, and the step depends on your horse mental and physical abilities. So a lot of times when we're communicating with horses and educate horse educational methods in round pen, we're spending one particular time with our horse. And after we not continue educate these methods, because this method will not gonna connect. Reason why we practicing only one time, because this methods not connect to the future. Because we lassoing the horse and we cage the horse. We're not gonna every day lasso the horse. We're not gonna sneak every day to horse. We put first time halter, down, over. But actually horse absorb this information, or horse adapt this education, or horse sustain this education. Horse memorize mentally and control this education and develop emotions and know how to control this fear and understand what horseman actually desire from the horse. So horse memorize today he all the time gonna lasso me, or he gonna sneak all the time towards me to put halter. So that's why a reason behind discover philosophy methodology in round pen, to polish each method, because method connect to each other. Say, for example, reason, we want to mount the horse. We have to walk towards the horse? Absolutely yes. It's a first touch up to withers. Horses cannot stay still when we want to mount the horse. I just give you one reason for now. What we doing after if horse not staying still? We're moving, disengaging hindquarters, left, right direction, lunge him left and right direction, till his lungs going up and down, in and out. He's sweating, nervous. So he finally gonna stay still and said, please do not touch me anymore. Don't dominate me. I will stay from you. Again, domination, fear. I'm gonna make you tired so you will stay still. So he actually not understand what the stay still and first touch mean. He just using surviving instinct to stay still because he knows horsemen will gonna continue abusing me with physical movements, physical exercise, till I'm gonna get tired. Or that's a missing link in the horse education. Horsemen don't spend very good time with your horse. Horsemen don't have educational methods, plan of the methods to the final performance movement. If horse cannot stay still, I'll give you just far away idea, reason. If horse cannot stay still and you mount your horse, and horse using, and you dominate horse, or horse getting tired. You think when you're going to start to educate horse on this day under saddle, horse going to be level emotionally? No, he already fallen apart emotionally. He already cannot control his emotions using surviving instinct. When you're using the surviving instinct emotions, all his physical ability stands. He losing his balance, he losing his coordination. He cannot perform and his full potential of his mental and physical abilities. It can be done very fast, and in the future we're going to have tons of problem, and we're going to call this problem horses, horse problems, and we're going to start to fix that. Only reason why we have to fix this because we don't have time to spend with horse and follow sequence and method of the horse education. So we don't have these problems. I'm going to give you very interesting, again from my life, very interesting story from my life, from my sport. When I was a fencer, I practiced probably, it already was 5 years already. It was like I was educated by my coach. And my coach, like I told before, he polished each method very well with me till he teach me new method. And a lot of kids, when we travel to competition, a lot of kids, they win the competition, they bring medals home, they was successful. And I always was upset. I asked my coach, said, we're working so hard for 5 years, and they just came to the sport for 3 years and they already bring medals, and I'm working for 5 years and I cannot achieve what they cannot achieve. And he all the time said, patience, Russ, patience. You developing your skills to the high level. You polish your methods. You become the athlete. Have a patience. After 6 and 7 years, you will see what's going to happen with you. And you know what's happened after 6, 7 years? These kids who won this competition in 3 years, they cannot grow. They're stuck to this level. Stuck, that's all. Because they don't polish the methods. Because methods was not connected. Coach is teaching them, yeah, let's go, just win. Very fast, show your attitude, emotions, fear with other athlete, and you win. Was very poor education of the coach to this athlete. And after, they start to fall apart and they disappear from the sport because they emotionally fall apart. They cannot grow. So accomplish education, it can be very fast, but after you're going to have so many problems in the future. But if you stay and you polish yourself and polish your horse and polish, and you have reasons and methods that connect to each other, you develop athlete, you develop emotions, muscle memory, fear disappeared, muscle memory, balance, coordination, technique. I'm talking about horse and horseman. You're growing, and when you're ready, you don't have holes and gaps in education. Then you're going strong and you compete. Or you just have you're just a very knowledgeable horseman. And your horse, very knowledgeable horse, because you transfer all this education to him. So my philosophy, discover philosophy, methodology around pen, it educate horse, first of all, mentally. Develop in horse mental with emotions, control fear, develop physical abilities. And the most important, have a methods that connect to each other. So we learn, we need forward motion, we need extending touch, we need stop and face. When we have all these three methods together, horse actually understand mentally to stay still, understand touch. Because we cannot stop horse if horse cannot understand travel for motion without the fear. We want to see relaxation, patience in his mental abilities, and accept the human, when human horseman touch or horsewoman touch horse from the left and right side of his body. Not snoring, not moving away, staying still and relax. It sounds very easy, but it's everyday hard work. Yes, we're going to start to fall apart. Because hard work, it takes dedication. It's not going to be very easy, but it's going to be much easier for the horse and horseman if you have tools of education and have methods that connect to each other. We have to walk towards the horse with flag. Horse have to stay still, not to move around. Not ropes, not halters, everything. Previous methods that we educate horse, accept this and control fear and emotions and understand mentally by not restricting horse with halter and rope. Accept loud sounds. When you walk towards the horse, horse have to stay still. Beautiful.